Good morning. Today we are talking about the AIDA framework for your Shopify. And AIDA is an acronym that's AIDA. Today I'll be talking about this framework and how it can help you grow your business. So you're going to learn what each letter means, why they matter, and how you can use them in your own business. It will be a fun conversation. Let me just introduce myself really quick in case we don't know each other. My name is Crystal, and the internet has made it easier than ever before to get in touch with people and sell them things. But there's still one small problem. Not everyone knows what they're looking for when they go online. And there are so many options that overwhelm shoppers, which can lead to less sales because people end up leaving without buying anything at all. But don't worry, we're going to fix that right now using the power of AIDA. So let me show you what we need to do to maximize conversions on our Shopify. So the first thing is attention. The A in AIDA stands for attention. So what you want to do is you want to introduce your product or service and do it in a way that grabs the attention of your client or your customer. So think about it like this. It's almost like when you send an email to somebody and you use their name. When you use their name, people usually pay a little bit more attention. So it's if I was in a room and I said, "Hey, red shirt," which actually is something horrible that I used to say when I taught sixth grade PE on the first day because I didn't know anybody's name. Instead of saying, "Hey, red shirt," if I were to say, "Hey, Kyle," that's going to get Kyle's attention so much faster because Kyle is listening for his name. That's the first thing that's super funny. But you want to make sure that you grab their attention so that they know that they are in the right place. And you can ask a question or you can make it controversial or just something that's going to get their attention and that they also know that, hey, this person is talking to me. Okay. So I need to pay attention. So A stands for attention, introduce your product or service. The second one is interest. The I stands for interest. So now you have to sell the benefits of your product or service. So what this means is now you need to tell them how they'll feel using your product. If they buy your product, how is their life going to be better? Or how could it potentially be worse if they don't buy your product? So that's the point of the interest section of the AIDA framework. So you have to talk about the benefits. So how's it going to make them feel? Or how is it going to make their home look? Or how is it going to help their life? Sell the benefits of your product or service. And then three is desire. The desire portion is where you convince them to buy now and not later. And so some people call this urgency. A lot of times, like in e-commerce, the best way to to think about this is if you have a coupon that serves as your lead magnet or your way to get people to go ahead and make that purchase, that's your major incentive. If you have a coupon and the coupon doesn't expire, then there's no urgency. So that's one reason why I love Klaviyo, which is an email marketing software, because you can set up the email to go out to them and say, here's your unique coupon code, but guess what? You only have 3 days. So you have to incentivize them. You have to, convince them to buy now, not later. Whatever you put for the desire piece of the AIDA framework, you want to make sure that there's a time limit on it. So that's number three, desire, convince them to buy now and not later. And then four is action. That's the final A. So you want to make it easy for them to buy. So there's a couple things that you want to think about here when you have your Shopify store for sure. Let's say you have a pin with a product and somebody clicks through on that product because they're interested in what, you have to offer. They're thinking about buying it. You want to make sure that wherever they end up, that product page matches what was promised in the pin description and the pin photo. When I was first starting out using Pinterest, a lot of times I would just put my homepage as the landing page for that pin to lead to. And that was a big problem because people are not going to go searching for what they're looking for. They are going to leave, which is referred to as a bounce rate in Google speak or search engine speak, but they're going to leave because you're not making it easy for them to buy. That's the first step. Whatever was promised, whether they clicked on something in a Google search or from a pin on Pinterest, you want to make sure that it's very easy for them to buy, that they leave that search engine and end up on the product page where they can easily click buy. So the other thing that makes it easy for them to buy is just making sure that your site loads quickly. And a lot of people have different paid themes on Shopify. I've never done the paid themes, but I did start off with Debut. That was pretty much the most common theme in Shopify. And then now Shopify, they have these themes 2.0. They have a theme called Dawn, and it's free. When I made the switch from Debut to Dawn, my page speed doubled. And I'm not kidding. It almost doubled overnight. That was one of the main features of the Dawn theme, was that it loaded faster. So that's the other thing that makes it easy for them to buy, is just making sure that your site loads quickly. Because even if you have the best product page and you had the best search image or search engine results, if people click on that thing and they come to your page and it loads slowly, they're going to leave. So let's review real quick. We're talking about AIDA, something that grabs the attention of the reader, then another sentence that stokes the interest of the reader, another sentence that stokes the desire, and then a final closing sentence that is a call to action. I have honed my skill of the AIDA framework, and it's been because I've been utilizing Jarvis. Jarvis is an amazing copywriting tool. It doesn't replace yourself as a copywriter, and it's not going to do you any good if you're talking about something that you know nothing about. But if you are writing about something that you're really knowledgeable about, Jarvis will give you outputs that are really great, some that you may not have ever thought of. And then you can tweak it to use for whatever purposes you need. So the AIDA framework is great for emails. It's great for social media captions. It's great for your homepage on Shopify. There's so many different uses for AIDA. I said I was going to review, but let me go ahead and review real quick. So AIDA is a 4-letter acronym that stands for attention, where you're going to introduce your product or service; interest, which is when you're going to sell the benefits of your product or service; desire, which is when you convince them to buy now and not later; and then action, how you make it easy for them to buy. If you have a question about how you might be able to implement AIDA in your marketing, I'd be glad to go through that for you. Okay, we've got Wendy coming up. Hey, Wendy, how are you doing?
Hi, Crystal. I'm doing good. How are
I'm
you?
good. I just saw that you show women how to create profitable Etsy shops.
Yes. And love this topic because I am actually working on trying to learning how to market an Etsy course that I've created. And actually, that's one of my goals for this 2022 first quarter, is trying to get that course out there and marketing it better.
Can
And
you
so
tell me a little bit about what the course entails?
So it's really a course for someone who, if they have not started or created an Etsy shop before, or if they have an Etsy shop but they're struggling with getting the Etsy shop up and going. And so it's really an A to Z training. It takes you from the very beginning of what you need to do prior to creating the Etsy shop, some of the things that you're going to need in order to set the Etsy shop up. I walk through and give details step by step. This is what you need to do to create your Etsy shop. Once you get in there, then just going into more detailed things as far as different integrations, tools, customer service, those types of things, SEO. And so it's 4 modules. You can purchase the modules individually or you can purchase them as a bundle, just depending on where you're at. So if you've already created your Etsy shop, you may not necessarily need modules 1. So you can just come in and skip to module 3 if that's where you're at.
Okay, perfect. And what is your company name or the course name?
The course is creating a profitable Etsy shop.
Okay. And then if you could choose a tone of voice, like any famous person or something like friendly, witty, helpful, kind, expert, anything like that, what tone of voice would you want to write about?
I would
Yeah.
say friendly and helpful.
Friendly? Okay, let's start with friendly. All right, are you ready to see what Jarvis gives you for this?
Yes. I'm like, I've never heard of that tool, so I'm definitely interested.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm also an Etsy store owner. So
Mhm.
I have an Etsy and a Shopify, but I never learned this piece about how to write really great product descriptions. I had learned when you make a product description that, okay, you need to include these details and this and that or whatever. But I hadn't learned about how to really connect emotionally with the buyer. And especially for Etsy sellers, we're selling handmade. There's a deep emotional connection between what we create and the selling process. So
Yes.
I was really excited. I really connected with these frameworks. Okay. Now these are just two examples. Okay. And remember, you can modify them for your needs. If you want me to send them to you after this room, just DM me and I'll shoot them over to you. But here's what Jarvis came up with, just two examples for you. The first one, attention. Are you looking for a way to make money online? Interest. If you're tired of working at the same job day in and day out, then this course is perfect for you. I walk through step by step how to create an Etsy shop that will bring in revenue each month. You can start your own business with no overhead costs. Desire. This course includes 4 modules that are easy to follow along with and implement into your own Etsy shop. You don't have to worry about not knowing what's going on because it's all laid out for you. It also comes with lifetime access. So if anything changes or updates, we'll always be here ready to help you get back up and running again quickly. And best of all, it's 100% risk free. So sign up today. Action. Sign up now before the price goes up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take Jarvis actually put in puts all of this out. What do you put in?
Okay, great question. So what I put in the AIDA framework, it starts with enter your company or product name. So when I asked you, you said your course is called Creating a Profitable Etsy Shop.
Mhm.
So that's what I put in as your company or product name. And then it asked for the product description. And so I wrote, based on what you said, a course for someone who wants to start an Etsy shop, or if they have an Etsy shop, but they're struggling getting their Etsy shop. And I even didn't finish the sentence. And then I walk through the process with them and give them details about tools, customer service, 4 modules.
Wow. Okay.
And then the tone of voice was friendly.
Okay.
Now,
I
one
love it.
Yes, it's pretty awesome, and one thing I would personally tweak about the output here is,
Mhm.
again, because you know what you're trying to say, you're expert in this field, da, da, da. You mentioned that you wanted to target current Etsy shop owners or people who were looking to start an Etsy shop. So,
Mhm.
the attention grabbing headline was, "Are you looking for a way to make money online?" Your person probably is, but I would maybe add, are you looking for a way to make money online through Etsy? You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
then you're talking to that specific person.
Okay.
So it's, are you looking for a way to make money online through Etsy? Are you looking to increase your revenue through Etsy or something like that? Because then it's like, if that's me and I'm an Etsy shop owner that wants to make more money with my Etsy shop, I'm like, oh, hey, that's me. Let me read more about this.
Wow, okay. I love it.
Here's the second one. Are you looking for a way to make money online? Interest. Etsy is the world's largest marketplace for unique goods. It's where people go to find things they can't find anywhere else. And it's not just about buying and selling, but also making connections with other creative people from all over the world. You can sell your handmade items or vintage finds on Etsy and reach millions of shoppers around the globe. Desire. I will walk you through each step in creating an Etsy shop that makes sales quickly. I will show you how to get started, what tools are needed, how to price your products so they sell fast, and what marketing strategies work best on Etsy. This course is perfect if you've been struggling with getting traffic or sales on your Etsy shop, or if you want to start a new one. By taking this course, I guarantee that within 30 days of following my steps in this course that your Etsy shop will be profitable. There are no refunds after purchase since we both know once we take this course together, there won't be any reason why it wouldn't work out perfectly for us both. With a smiley face. If, however, something does come up during our time together, let me know right away so we can figure out a solution ASAP. So let's get started today by clicking Take This Course button above now. In action, click here now and enroll in creating a profitable Etsy shop today. So, what I like about having two outputs is that then if there's something that you liked in one, but
Mhm.
you didn't like in the other, or vice versa, you can mix and match combinations.
So does it give you 2 different outputs, or did you put in something different in order to get the second output?
It will actually give you up to 10 outputs based on the same inputs.
Okay.
So,
Wow, okay.
but the
And I like
danger,
that because there were some things that I probably would take from both that you read, so I really like that. Wow, this is great. And I have 3 Etsy shops, but I also have a Shopify store, so that is great. I really thank you. I love it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
okay, you're welcome, Wendy. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be the end of our room today. You guys that are listening in the replay, again, please feel free to reach out to me if you need the link to Jarvis or you want to have a chat about it. Tell people where they can find you if they're interested in creating an or Etsy shop, because I will be putting this on my website and transcribing it. So if you'd like to do that, you definitely can.
Absolutely. Thank you. My name is Wendy Bridgman, and I help women create profitable Etsy shops. You can find me on Instagram at Wendy Ball Bridgman. That's Wendy Wendy Ball Bridgman Bridgman. And there you'll find lots of information that'll be can be helpful for creating an Etsy shop.
So everybody have a wonderful day. And Wendy, I hope we can connect again in the future.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Thank
Bye
bye bye.
bye.